Hey, so today I wanted to talk about Camhs and my experience with Camhs so far. For people out there who don't know what Camhs is, it's Children and Adolescents Mental Health Service. So, it was about last April time, whatever. I don't know what the word is, like sent to Camhs from my doctor when my dad found out about my self-harm. And then my doctor sent me to there. So I got a psychologist, I think it was. My first meeting with Camhs, well, it didn't go well. That's why I so far haven't had an amazing experience. School got involved with my first meeting with Camhs, which brought up a lot of problems for me. School decided that they were going to send a list to my Camhs worker, so I arrived and my Camhs worker had this list of stuff. I didn't know what was on the list, and that this woman had gathered, school counsellor gathered on me, and she'd sent it to my Camhs worker, and he, because he was a man, sat there and was like, you know what's on this list, and started saying stuff about what was on this list. I sat there and I actually got quite, my dad had gone by that point, I got quite emotional because I didn't know what was on the list, and he was reading out all this stuff about me, and half of it was just assumptions. The woman had said stuff like how I had induced apparently someone else's illness, and I had helped someone become ill, which was another girl at the time, but I hadn't. I just simply stated something to her that she was concerned about and tried helping her, like friends do, and then was on about my self-harm and how she thought it was for attention and stuff. But I'm sorry, but I cut myself because it makes me feel better, not because it makes someone else feel something. So yeah, my appointment finished and my dad came in and took me back up to school, and on the way to school I said to him I wasn't ever going again. And we had to make an official complaint. Yeah, and I got a new woman. She was nice. I had to go through what I was supposed to have done, which was a load of questions and stuff in the first session. So Camhs, my first initial thing was I don't like them. But I guess that's my experience. I can't say for anyone else it's going to be the same, because I don't think it will. I think they're quite organised and good. It just depends on who you have. So that's my first Camhs. Then my sort of second Camhs is just recently, and that was when I met the man about my eating disorder. He was really nice. I was able to talk to him. I can't really trust many people and talk to people openly, but I can speak to him. Though he was really quite organised, and yeah, I enjoyed seeing him, and I actually can't wait to go see him again. Weird, I know, but it's true. The work Camhs gives me, that's another thing I wanted to talk about today. They try, well, I think they're still trying to do CBT with me, which is cognitive behavioural therapy. That's a lot of homework stuff and stuff I've got to do outside, and a lot of it's fact based, and I can't really process it. I get bored and I sit and watch the clock when I'm in there. So she noticed this and she's thinking about doing schemas or something with me, which is good. She's giving me a little worksheet. Whereas I've just got some new stuff at the minute for my eating stuff. That is this. It's a food diary. It says I've got to complete it with my dad, which isn't going so well because he doesn't know how little I eat and how much I eat and stuff. But originally I've just got to say the time, so that the day, what day it is, the time I've eaten something, if I've eaten something, the place, and the food I've eaten. It says here though, binge, vomit, and omit food. I don't have to do this though. They just want, because I'm not going to do this, they can tell I'm not going to do this, and the thoughts, feelings, emotions of it whilst I'm eating, after, before. I don't have to do this currently because they are trying to make me gain weight, not stress me out too much, because I'm quite a lot underweight, apparently. So they're making me gain, and they think that if I overthink it then I'm not gonna gain. So yeah. So that's Camhs and the work they've given me so far. I would really suggest, if anyone is having any trouble, is to see about Camhs, because they're not amazing. It depends where you are, and it's just, it can be difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you and say, oh, it's amazing, it's so easy. And it is really hard, and some of the teams can be a bit different and difficult with you. It just depends on what type of person you are and who you get. You said you love